Hello and welcome to Bit Trading. My name is AJ, one of the mentors here, and we are back for our second video of today. And this evening, we are in fact going to take a dive into the charts, and we're also going to take a look at a data release that has pretty much just, well, I say pretty much just happened. It happened about 35 minutes ago, and that of course is bringing some volatility into the market. So if that sounds interesting, please make sure you smash a thumbs up on this video, and we will jump straight on into the video. So taking a look at the charts here, we can in fact see that Bitcoin was previously in this range, and we have got a break towards the downside, and we are now forming a bear flag. Okay, and I did update you guys this morning in the morning video, just letting you know what I was looking at, and I was telling you about this bear flag right here, and it was looking likely that we could in fact break towards the downside. And there's some fundamental news that has now come in, actually adding to that confluence as well, adding to the fact that we could possibly break towards the downside and see lower prices. Okay, and we're obviously going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, we did have this previous range, we broke towards the downside, and here at Bit Trading we have been capitalizing on this as well, because we did short this range high right here, and that was a very, very profitable trade, and we are in fact still in this short position right now. As you can see here on the Visionary Discord, I gave this trade to my Visionary members. Okay, I said very clearly that I am short, and I stated very clearly why I was short as well. Okay, so I said SFP of the buy side liquidity and bear divs on the CBD. So I showed you where my entry point was and where my stop loss was, and I showed you an example of what I was looking at as well. And if we scroll down, we can see that this trade has been very, very profitable, almost 90% in profits on this trade. So this has been a very, very profitable trade, and I've still got this trade open. Why? Because we've broken this range towards the downside, and now we're forming a bear flag. Okay, so this is bearish. Okay, because we've broken this range towards the downside, that is very bearish, and now that we're forming a bear flag, that's even more bearish. Okay, because as we know, a bear flag is a bearish indication. Okay, and I updated you this morning about this, and I was letting you guys know that I am looking for the price to continue towards the downside. Okay, and some data that has in fact come out is that the Fed have increased the interest rate once again by 25 basis points. Okay, so the forecast was 5.5% and the actual was 5.5%. The previous was 5.25%, meaning that we increased by 25 basis points. Okay, which, looking at it, is we can pick bullish things out of it. Okay, but in the grand scheme of things, it is very bearish. Okay, it's bullish in terms of we're not increasing by as much as we were, as in we're not increasing by 75 basis points or 50 basis points. We're only increasing by 25 basis points. But in the grand scheme of things, if you take a step back and you have a look at it, we're still increasing, which is a very, very bearish thing. And what we tend to see before the Fed interest rate decision comes out, we tend to see the price pump. And then after the data comes out, we tend to see the price pump as well. But then once that pump sort of ends and the continuation is not going to happen, it runs out of steam, then we see smart money coming in and actually pulling that price down, because smart money knows that increasing the interest rates is not a bullish thing at all. It's the silly money that pushed the price up. Okay, but they can't continue that they can't continue that bullish momentum. So what happens is smart money comes in and they pull that price down. That's what happens pretty much every single time. Okay, about 80 to 90% of the time, that is what happens. So I'm expecting this to happen again. Okay, yes, we're having a slight pump before the data released. After the data release, okay, it looks like we're having a slight push towards the upside, but initially I'm still expecting that pullback. Yes, we could break towards the upside, and we could continue to see that price push towards the upside. Yes, that is a possibility, but okay, history shows us that coming into this Fed interest rate decision, we see the price pump. Okay, afterwards we see a little pump as well, and then we initially get a pullback. So that is what I'm expecting, and the reason I'm saying that is because I'm just looking at history. Okay, that's if you go back on the charts, and you have a look, that is what has happened pretty much every single time. Okay, obviously not every single time, you know, out of the last let's have a quick look. Out of the after these Fed interest rate decisions, what we did in fact see was that the price 8 out of 10 times pumped coming into it, pumped afterwards, and then dumped. Okay, and you can actually go back in the charts and have a look at this yourself. Okay, I'll show you 2 examples. Okay, let me show you 2 examples quickly. So what's the first one? So we had May the 3rd, sorry, the most recent, other than the one that's just been, was May the 3rd. Okay, May the 3rd right here, what happened? Pumped coming into it, pumped afterwards, and then we saw a big dump. Okay, let's go to another one. Right here, pumped coming into it, pumped slightly afterwards, and then we got a big dump. Okay, that was Wednesday the 22nd of March. Okay, as we can see right here. Let's do another one. February the 1st. Okay, let's have a look. What happened? Pumped coming into it, pumped after, and then dumped. Okay, so you get the picture. Okay, what tends to happen is we pump coming into it, pump afterwards, okay, and then we initially get that dump. So that's what I'm going to be expecting for this one as well. And the fact that the technicals are actually looking fairly bearish as well, you know, it's putting a lot of confidence in me that that is going to happen. Okay, it's not definitely going to happen. Okay, there is a possibility that we could come and retest the value area low of this previous range here, okay, at $29,870 approximately, and then break that, and then we could see a continuation towards the upside. But you know, looking at this here, if we're gonna remain within this bear flag on the charts here, if we remain in this, we respect the high of the resistance of the bull flag, okay, and then we get a break towards the downside, there is a high possibility that we are going to come down to $27,430. So yeah, of course, if anything changes, I will update you guys, and the first people to be updated will be the people on the Visionary Discord. So if you want access to that, make sure you click the link in the description, which will take you over to bittrading.uk. Click join BitTrading here, and you can gain access to the Visionary Discord, where again, you know, I'm giving my trades away. Okay, as you can see, this short position that we are currently in has been very, very profitable. So if you want to make trades like this as well, then make sure you check the Visionary Discord out as well. But that's pretty much all I've got for you today. If you liked this video, if you found it enjoyable and insightful, please make sure you smash a thumbs up on this video. And yeah, I will see you in the next update, which